Okay, so here we go. This is the very last part, and it's not going to be very long. Um, but if you think about Bacon, Bacon's theory is actually a negative philosophy, not negative in the sense that, he's just such a downer. He's not. Um, but he is actually going to say that true perception can only be gained by getting rid of prior beliefs. So you need to bracket all previous beliefs. Okay, so this is going to be a precursor to what Descartes actually does when he sits by the fire in his robe and slippers. What he does is he's going to say, you need to go into a room and you need to think about nothing. And whatever you gain during that time that you're thinking, you have to think of nothing. So I want you guys to go home and do that. Or actually turn off the lecture and do that right now. Can you do it? No. It's incredibly difficult to do. Those who are Buddhists have had that kind of training that they can do that. But I guarantee within about a minute your mind is going to stray off to something else. To think of nothing is incredibly difficult. And to hold things that you have previously held and then to change your mind about them, that's tough work. That's tough work. You can't get people to move from Democrat to Republican, Republican to Democrat. I mean, it's just tough stuff. And he's bringing that out to show us how difficult that is to do. Um, there's a problem with doing that, though, is that now if you actually find something during that time, you find this new belief or this new thing, now when you come out of that, you're actually like in Plato's cave again. You go back down to tell the people what happens in Plato's cave. Well, they want to kill him because what he's telling them is just nonsense. And there are certain things that just seem like nonsense to us. Years ago, I was working in a hotel as a catering coordinator, and I would set up meetings, and most of them were these people that would come into town, and they were charlatans. They would have people come in for a $40 meeting, and they'd be really excited, and they'd pump them up, and they'd take their money, and then they'd leave town. And one guy came in, and he told me about this new telephone system that was going to revolutionize the phone industry. And pointing at my son to get out of the room. Um, so as he's talking about this company, I'm thinking that he's just full of it. Well, lo and behold, 10 years later, the company that he was talking about was Nextel. And so if I had gotten in with my $40, I'm sure that I wouldn't be a philosophy professor right now. But that's beside the point. So it's very interesting because a lot of times we think this is pure nonsense what somebody is telling us, but he's saying that there are certain things that we can't convey with language, that language is an impediment to truly understanding reality. Okay, so that's Bacon in a nutshell. There's some other things that you need to know, but I thought I would give you some tidbits. So the next lecture that I will give you will be on Hobbes, who is another interesting character.